Guys, we are looking at the Apple MagSafe charger today. We're going to see what it does, what its purpose is, and then we're going to attach it to the phone. That's about it. So here is our simple unboxing of it. It literally just has an adhesive strip that I peeled off. You pull this open and you basically just have a box with some manuals of some kind, and there's probably a sticker, who knows. And then you're just greeted with this designed in California thing. Here you go. You open your flaps up and boom, there is your USB-C connector, and here is the MagSafe charger. Now, these accessories that Apple is making are continuously moving to USB-C as a standard as opposed to Lightning. I believe that the Lightning connector is being phased out. It's just being phased out very oddly. So the very base model iPads are using Lightning connectors. iPhones, even the Pros, are still using Lightning connectors. There's random accessories like that still use Lightning, so I think they're trying to get all the money they can out of those accessories and eventually just moving to what would be MagSafe. Now, MagSafe, I think long term is their connector for now. It's going to eventually allow them to remove that Lightning cable, that Lightning port. So if you're really hoping they keep a connector on the bottom, 2 years from now, I guarantee you, it's gone. So we're undoing this. I think also, interestingly, that MagSafe, in the same way that some of the Apple Watch accessories and just the Apple Watch in general has existed, is interesting. So obviously, Apple Watch has the wireless charger on it, and so that's been pretty successful for them. You basically just buy a charger, or it comes with a charger, and you have that to go. MagSafe, I think, is going to be the same thing, where you just either get one with your phone or you have to buy one aftermarket. So this little cardboard thing goes away, and you get this sort of like plastic, soft kind of, it's a soft feel rubberized plastic top with an aluminum bottom. There is nothing on the bottom that keeps it from sliding or anything like that. So if you're putting it on a desk or a end table or a nightstand, it's going to fall off just from bumping it. But it's a, what is that? Like a, how long is this cable? Did they say? I don't know. It's probably like a 4.5 foot cable, 4 foot cable. Who knows? USB-C, there's not much to look at here, but basically what you get is, this is an iPhone 12. Super 73 is just the bike that I have. So if you're wondering what that is, the bike is back there. And basically you just take this and boom. It's not, I had expected it to be a little more aggressive, but yeah, so I would equate that to a very light connection. That's not like connecting your phone into your cable into your phone. I feel like that's like the equivalent of, like, I don't know, like maybe pulling a spoon off the table. Like, it's not very heavy of a pull. So if you're looking at this, like, you wake up in the middle of the night and you go, it's gonna just rip off. As I drop it, as is customary with these things. I'm not super, I was, based on everybody's thing about this, I was expecting it to be like that's I feel like it's just gonna fall off. right there. Like it's not, yeah, so if you just went to grab your phone off your table, it's gonna fall off. 100% gonna fall off. Now, in comparison to most Qi chargers, they're going to be this inner circle here. If we're looking at the size comparison, there's a little better consumption of energy and just size of your object with the MagSafe, being that obviously this one doesn't need this outer ring and out, but same thing as a Qi charger isn't very small. The MagSafe, Apple MagSafe charger is pretty stinking compact, but it's also because it's positioning itself, so it doesn't need to be bigger than your than the Qi chip inside of your phone. There's been a couple accessories. One of them was a company called Tilt, so T-Y-L-T, that had I actually had the wireless charger that it basically, you just plop your phone on it. It had 2 or 3 separate coils, and so no matter where your device was, it would start charging. That was done out of the fact that most phones weren't putting the charger in a singular spot. They kept moving up and down or side to side based on how big your device was. So with this, it's self-positioning because it's all for Apple accessories. Now, I do believe that it works with Android phones and other ones that have Qi charging. Obviously, if they're magnetic on the back or they're a metal plated phone, it might smack on there, but most of them aren't because most phones are being made out of plastic still. So with this, you could still use Android phones. It's just not going to be MagSafe compatible, which doesn't really mean anything. The MagSafe is rated for 20 watts through this, so it's fast Qi charging or whatever standard that they want to be up to now. But basically, it's using a 20 watt power brick that you would have to buy from Apple. I would not recommend it. I will link Anker and other branded bricks that I've linked in the past to use, because again, it's like $30 for the power brick. I don't need that. And so what I did for now is just hooking up to my favorite battery bank, which is a RAV Power battery bank, which has USB-C and regular USB-A. And so what we're gonna do is basically just connect this to our phone. Aw. There. Interesting. There we go. That's weird. Is it positionally biased? That was... Let's see. Oh, there we go. It must have been just a flaw. But basically it just has this little animation built in to tell you it's plugged into the MagSafe. I mean, it's wirelessly charging from the MagSafe. So what I've been reading is that this accessory is queuing or prompting NFC from the phone. So when you put it on the back, it's actually telling the phone, hey, I'm a Apple MagSafe charger. Show that animation and possibly prompt something. Now, I think you could build shortcuts possibly through the Shortcuts app to do something fun when you plug this in. That would be kind of cool. But it also makes me wonder if we're going to be moving into MagSafe where data transfer is somehow prompted or used with it. I think that 100% Apple is going to figure a way to run diagnostics through some sort of MagSafe combination. It might be through this itself, it might be through a hidden port like they have on Apple Watches, where there's this little diagnostic port. Now, if you've been into customer service or Apple Genius Bar or anything with Apple, they're not a big fan of replacing smaller devices just because they make them impossible to replace or repair. What they'll usually do is replace the device as a whole and send in the parts to be, used as a refurb unit or something like that. I think that with this cable, there's a lot of cool stuff that can happen with it. I think the charger itself is a great idea. It feels like it's really made well. It does kind of what it's supposed to. There are some things where the magnet will stick to somewhere sort of where it's not meant to. You see that? And it's not really going to charge, so it's not perfect as far as positioning goes. If you just, blindly take your phone and you kind of just let it stick, it's not going to work. You're going to hear, here, if you can, let me see if you can tell the difference. This is it not charging, charging, not charging, charging, not charging, charging. There's a little bit of difference on how the magnet attaches to the phone. If you don't hear the more strong clunk, it's probably not charging because it will still stick. See that? It's not charging on the phone and it's still stuck to the phone, kind of. And so I think you're gonna have a lot of false negatives with this where people will think it's charged or they'll go to move it in the night and then it'll just get stuck somewhere, so it's not going to charge, it's just going to sit there. So I don't think, as far as the technology, it's going to be a perfect win. There's going to be problems. I've seen a lot of people that have been posting the damage that this MagSafe has caused to their iPhone 12 or 12 Pro. It's a magnet, dude. So if you take this magnet and attach it to your phone, it's going to grab little dust. If you're an industrial worker of any kind or work in an industry that has metal shavings, you are going to find that you will carry them home, and when you connect this to your phone, there will be a little bit of shaving each day possible, or the possibility that one will come in and it will attach to this and scratch the glass back of your phone, and eventually you will end up with a ring around your phone like that, and it will have scratched. Now, simple solves to this. Get a cheap, thin plastic case, so then the case is being scratched. So, case in point, haha, always case jokes, is that you can still, so I have this case on this phone. It's a generic Amazon case I think I got for $8. I just liked the fact that it was clear, but it's thin enough where the MagSafe still is working on the phone. So if you're worried about the MagSafe ruining the back of your phone, get an $8 case, solve your problem immediately. Now obviously there's other systems and things that you can get. There's MagSafe accessories where they have cases with enhancing magnets built into those, so they basically just stack on each other. Now with this, if you're just looking at it going, I want to connect my phone to my charger, again, buy the $8 case, buy the $10 case. We'll review this later in another video. This is a $60 MagSafe case. I doubt it's going to provide any real difference in experience compared to this. It may be more sticky, just because this one feels just like it's lost a little bit. See that where it's, see that where it, it's a little less sticky, but I don't view this charger as being a permanent connection that you're going to have in all situations. I don't think if you have a Qi charger or you have Qi chargers around your house already that this is going to solve a problem that you have right now. It's going to be sort of more permanent on there, but most people that are Qi charging aren't really looking at having a permanent connection, because then you would have probably just used a cable rather than the wireless charger. If you're looking at this and you already basically use a lightning cable only to your phone, and that this may solve a lot of your problems, the question would be what your problem is. If it's the fact that you want to be able to easily take your phone on and off, yes, that will solve all of those kind of problems. If you're looking at it as far as a faster way to charge, lightning connector has always been the fastest way to charge. Wireless charging, Qi charging, whatever you want to call it, MagSafe charging. Wireless charging, as it stands right now, has been a problem for the life of your battery and your phone. It creates more heat through transmission of the power itself, because any sort of power transmission, whether it's Qi charging or through a copper wire, it creates at least a nominal amount of heat. That's why light bulbs work. It's sending it through a coil that uses the electricity as a light emitter, but most of the energy in traditional light bulbs is heat. It's actually wasted through heat. MagSafe, as it stands right now, is the most efficient and secure, aka you know it's on, way of charging your phone. Like I said before though, you can kind of attach it to random parts of the phone because there's metal in there. And oddly, in this battery bank, there is definitely some magnetic objects in the battery bank. So if you're storing your MagSafe charger next to your battery banks, you have to like probably make sure it's this way out, not this way, because this literally is attaching, and magnets plus batteries always is a bad idea. Again, downsides. If you put it next to your credit cards, you might have an issue. Nobody that I've seen has said 100% of the time it will kill your credit card, but any magnet next to your credit card eventually has the possibility of killing it. Hard drives, other things that are magnet sensitive. I don't know if it goes into medical stuff. I would assume if you have some medical conditions, MagSafe, you should probably steer far and away clear from it, even though Apple is a health conscious brand. I would assume there has to be some kind of case where a magnet next to someone is a bad idea. I'm not an expert. But yeah, is the MagSafe charger for, what is this? Is the MagSafe charger for $39 a smart purchase? Nope, not at all. It is not worth $39 to have a wireless charger. You can pick up an old school Qi charger that does 10 or 15 watts for probably 10 or 15 bucks. If you want the high-end 20 watt ones, again, that's probably 20 to 40 bucks. And then there's this one, which is 40 bucks no matter what you do. Now this opens you up to other accessories, but you don't need the Qi charger to enjoy things like the wallet with a case. You can kind of do one or the other. It's basically a magnetic system that allows you to charge, but it doesn't require you to charge yet. So this MagSafe charger is really tiny. It's itty bitty baby stuff. I just don't think it's living up to its hype. It's not as big of a hype as the product would like to be. So thanks for watching. I hope this is useful. Check out the other MagSafe related videos that are more in depth. Leave comments below about what questions you may have. And again, thanks for watching.